Live from his basement, it's Quarantine Talk with Ben Sasportas.
Hello everybody, I am your host, Ben Sasportas, and this is Quarantine Talk, a new talk show I'm going to be hosting throughout the quarantine. Well, week 1 or week 2, depending on where you go, of online classes is already in the books, and the transition has not been easy for us college students. Yes, it's safe to say this whole situation has caught us all like deer in headlights, or as I like to call it, that kid who forgot to mute himself on Zoom video. Come on, man, we can hear your microwave going off. But seriously, online classes are up and running, and students are longing for the days when they actually had an excuse to be late to class. Hey, Professor Hand, I'm so sorry I'm late. I got a 15-minute walk to get here. To your basement? Quit slacking, Spicoli. I read that Netflix has implemented a virtual Netflix and chill feature. This is great for anyone looking to stay connected to their friends while stuck in quarantine. The only downside is that now Netflix actually has to be part of the chilling. But my friends and I have actually been playing video games online while we're all stuck inside. It's great. It's like we're back in middle school. Only now we have to make sure to stay 6 feet away from our headsets at all times. I saw that The Bachelor's Chris Harrison has started hosting a nightly group date show on his Instagram Live where he interviews fan-favorite couples from the Bachelor franchise. One couple that won't be on the show? Peter and his mom. Look, I'm going to be honest, I know 90% of you didn't get that joke, but I had to throw it in just for any fellow members of Bachelor Nation out there. Remember, I see you guys. Listen to your heart coming soon. I read that a man in Mexico stuck in self-isolation sent his dog to the grocery store with $20 taped to him and a note that said, "Please sell my dog Doritos, the orange kind, not the red ones, they're too hot." This is real, guys, not making this up. And hours later, the dog actually came back with the Doritos. Yes. When asked why it took so long, the dog reportedly slurred his words and replied, $20 goes a long way in the right part of town. Dog gets around. I saw that this year's Summer Olympics has been postponed to next year due to concerns about the coronavirus. This is fantastic news for me because it'll give me more time to pitch my idea for a new Olympic sport, human Jenga. Might be a little difficult with mask and gloves, but it can be done. And finally, I also read that people all over the country are streaming the movie Cats during the quarantine. I guess it gives people comfort knowing that no matter how crazy you think you're going stuck inside your house, you're still not nearly as insane as the people who decided to make the movie Cats. That's it for tonight's monologue. Now I'm going to send it over to the desk for more. And here I am at the desk now. That was my monologue. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Again, I am Ben Sasportas, and for those of you who don't know me, I'm currently a sophomore at the University of Miami, and I'm studying film and theater. I was forced to come back home to New Jersey due to school going online because of everything happening with the coronavirus, but I still have that creative drive in me that wants me to make something. The only problem is, with everyone stuck in quarantine, there's not really much of an opportunity to put together a conventional student film. So I've been writing screenplays, and I'm trying to get together some unconventional shorts that I can film while people are stuck in quarantine. But I saw what talk show hosts like Stephen Colbert, Jimmy Fallon, Jimmy Kimmel, Conan, Seth Meyers, and Trevor Noah have been doing, where they've been doing their show from home, and I thought to myself, I've always wanted to do a talk show, and I've got lots of time on my hands right now, so why not? So that's sort of why I'm doing this. If you guys like it, maybe I'll make this a weekly thing or a bi-weekly thing, depending on how much time I have in a given week, but I will try to do this periodically for as long as we are all stuck in quarantine. As you might know if you read the title or the description of the video, my very first guest is Brian Murphy, and I'll be interviewing him over Zoom video. I'll ask him how he's doing during the quarantine, how his online classes are going, and stuff like that. But first, if you're like me and you're a college student right now, you might be realizing that although class is still going on online, there's a lot we're now missing from the stereotypical college experience. But fear not, because I have been in contact with a close friend of mine who has some cool ideas on how to make your hometown feel a little bit more like college. His name is Sunset LaBeouf. That's right, that Sunset LaBeouf, the world-renowned disc jockey from 90.5 WVUM, and he's got some life hacks for you that might help you feel like you're still on a college campus, even if you're not. Let's take a look. Are you a college student stuck at home for the coronavirus? Hi, I'm Radio Sunset LaBeouf, and I'm here to say, I know how you feel. Now, I know things might not quite be the way they were, but this is how it has to be, and I, for one, am going to make the best of it. And with these 5 simple life hacks, I'm going to help you make the best of it, too. Missing your friends from school? That's no problem. Connect to them effortlessly over Zoom video. Hey, what's up, guys? I said, hey, what's up? Can they not hear me? And I'm not on mute. Exit. Reload. Okay, hey guys, can you hear me? Still nothing. Exit. Reload. Man, I'm gonna have to mess with the router.
It's like you're still there, missing the dining hall food. Don't sweat it. Just remember that time you found a grasshopper in your salad, and you'll never miss it again. Are you someone who likes to have deep conversations but feel like no one gets you back home? Well, look no further than lucid dreaming. Explore all your deepest, darkest fears and regrets about the existential terror of the universe from the comfort of your very own home. You might not find answers, but you will definitely find fellow deep thinkers such as yourself on your long, winding, never-ending journey through your subconscious.
I've achieved nirvana!
Of course you have, Steve. Are you a party animal at school but feel like your talents are being wasted at home? Well, great news! You can simulate a party with a very expensive VR headset.
Hey, great music, right? Yeah, I know. I mean, I feel like the fact that they're bots makes them even better. You want to get out of here? Alright, yeah, come on, let's go. Oh! Oh! Oh my god, this is not the same thing at all! Oh man!
It's exactly the same thing. Simply missing the aroma of being on a college campus and feel like there's nothing on the planet Earth that could ever possibly replace it? Then fear no more! All you have to do is build a time machine and travel 5 months in the future. You'll be back on campus in no time.
What happened? This is worse!
Sorry about that, Steve. No one can predict the future. We were just being overly optimistic to try to make you feel better.
What? Well, where did the time machine go? Am I stuck here? Did people not stay home? This is hell!
Steve, you crack us up. Alright, let's cut the video.
What? You're leaving me? No, don't please help me, don't leave me! Man, I hope Steve's okay. For those of you who don't know, Steve is my identical cousin, as is Sunset LaBeouf. I want to thank them for that video, but to be honest, I don't know if we can... Can we air that? You don't think it was real? I am more than positive that that was 100% real. Sunset is a fine journalist. He doesn't just go spewing fiction like that. All I can say is I hope you find your way back home soon, Steve. And to our audience, hopefully those life hacks can help you guys adjust to your less than ideal college experience during these trying times. And now I'm going to throw it to an interview with Mr. Brian Murphy. Let's take a look. Hey, Brian, what's up? How's it going?
Hey, Ben. Thank you for having me.
Oh, yeah, of course. So welcome to Quarantine Talk with Ben Sasportas. This is the talk show I'm running. I want to thank you for being the first guest. Ever since I guess ever since high school, we always said if I ever got a talk show, had to be the first guest, and making good on that promise right now. So, how have you been doing with the quarantine and everything?
It's getting a little worse by day. You thought it was just 1 week, and then it just it's every day. You're like, oh, I'm still stuck in the house, and so
yeah,
just trying to find. Good.
I feel like there's like a difference of time right now. Like each day feels like it's like a week long or something.
Yeah. Never know what day of the week it is.
Oh, not at all. Sleep schedule's all messed up.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Big time.
How are your classes? Your classes are online, I'm assuming.
Yes, they are. Going pretty well so far.
Pretty well.
Nothing too chaotic.
You're finding it easier or harder than it was?
Not too much different. I mean, it's kind of a similar setup.
Yeah.
I think it's easier that we don't have to go through the whole process of taking a bus to go to class and being present and all that stuff.
So you have to take a bus. You have a big campus, right?
Yes, yeah. It's definitely need a bus for most classes.
Yeah, and you go to James Madison for any of our viewers who
James Madison University.
Yep.
Got it on the shirt.
So yeah, I mean the classes, my classes are pretty similar also, but some of my friends, if they're in like film production classes or some theater classes, like they're getting totally their curriculums are getting totally changed. So
oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, but right now mine are pretty similar. It is nice. I will say one of the pros, you don't have to like you were talking about taking a bus. Like when it's time to go to the next class, you just click on a new window. That's
Right. Right. No
one of
wasted time at all.
one of the few pros. What are you doing for fun during the quarantine? I know it's tough to find fun staying inside, but there is stuff you can do.
Yeah. Yeah. I kind of just, the normal stuff I do at home, and then like, playing video games, hanging out with family, watching TV, stuff like that. And then like once I'm kind of getting sick of all that stuff, you just got to find some new hobbies to make, new hobbies to get involved in. So I'm trying to find some new interests that I could get involved in.
Would you like to share any of those with myself and the viewers at home?
Yeah, I started. A few years ago, I got this beat maker, which I never figured out how to record on it. So I kind of gave it up a few years ago, and then this quarantine definitely had more time to look into it and figured it out. And so I'm starting to make a few beats, just stuff I've always kind of wanted to do. Reading a lot more, which even surprises me because I'm not a huge fan of reading myself. I mean, my family upstairs right now is doing a puzzle right now. So
Puzzles. Those are a great way to pass the time. You start a puzzle, you're not finishing that until 21.
oh yeah,
You got
oh yeah, yeah.
especially if it's one of
So,
those really big ones where you got like there's no hope you're ever gonna find, and then half the time you get to the end and you're missing a piece. And
oh yeah, we're definitely missing a few pieces. Just a bunch of smaller stuff, just kind of seeing what other things I could find interesting.
with the beats, anything you want to show us, or is it still a work in progress?
Well, the thing, so I have to record them on my phone, like through
Okay.
voice memos, because I can't actually save the beats on the beat maker because I don't have all the attachments to, move it over to like a laptop or a whole nother platform.
Yeah.
So it's kind of frustrating how like whenever I make one, I have to leave the beat maker on as long as I can, or else because if I turn it off, it'll just get deleted. So just a few on my phone. So nothing really to show live
Okay.
right now. But
If you
yeah,
change your mind, if you in the coming weeks, we're always going to be looking for musical guests here on Quarantine Talk. So,
yeah, I'd love to. Yeah.
video games, any specific ones that you've been taking up? I know there's a lot that I've wanted to play that I haven't gotten the chance to just because so busy with school and everything. Any new ones?
The only really new one is just the new Call of Duty Warzone that
Oh yeah.
everybody's. About.
Is that a map or is that a new game?
Yeah, so you're familiar with Fortnite and
Yeah. Oh, it's like that.
yeah, it's that
Battle Royale.
style of game, but like through Call of Duty's platform. So just a bunch of my friends have been asking me to play that, so I finally got it, and it's just way to pass time late night, hanging
Yeah,
out.
definitely.
So
I've
that's
been
really nothing else really new.
I've been playing mostly FIFA, and I feel
FIFA,
like
yeah,
I never really get too into FIFA except when there's nothing else to do. And
yeah.
the way I play the game is I just sort of go slide tackle, slide tackle, slid tackle, and
That's exactly me too.
I don't judge my performance by goals. I judge it by red cards. So
That sounds so much like me, Ben. It's crazy.
a forfeit is a win in my
Oh
book.
yeah, you win by the amount of tackles you have.
So did you have to leave school like for the semester, like pack up everything, or?
Yeah. So we initially had just our regular spring break before all
Yeah.
this blew up. So it was like the last weekend of my spring break is when they canceled classes till like April 3rd, I think the date was. So just like a few more weeks. They weren't really sure.
Yeah.
And yeah, just recently, I mean, obviously it's gotten pretty crazy. So they ended up canceling for the rest of the semester.
Yeah,
So,
that's literally the exact same thing that happened with me the last week of spring break and canceled till April, and then they canceled till the end of the semester.
yeah, we always have our breaks around the same time too. So pretty similar time.
Yeah. Very similar school schedules.
Right.
Luckily, got my stuff just in time, like
I think it was like the day after they announced that they were gonna stop letting people into the dorms at my school. So
Oh, really?
yeah, you got out just in the nick of time. You going outside, doing anything? I mean, I know we can't really go anywhere public, but walks or runs or anything outside. I see a lot of people doing that.
Yeah, for sure. I was actually just talking with my parents before how I know tomorrow's Monday's supposed to be a nicer day, so I wanted
Oh, it
to
is?
like go over to Mercer County Park and walk around like trails there, and you just find some outside activity, just playing basketball with like my family and stuff. So
Yeah, I think that's definitely something I've noticed as an effect of this. I see way more people, ironically, I see way more people outside than you ever
hmm
would just a couple weeks ago. And
yeah,
they're keeping their distance, but they're you see them walking and getting out because it's really all you can do to try to make the best of this.
yeah. Now everyone's really appreciating going outside now. Now
Yeah,
that it's
yeah,
a lot less available.
yes, that's true. Well, anyway, speaking of making the best of things, I want to thank you for making the best of this interview here tonight. I want to thank you for being the very first guest on Quarantine Talk, and obviously, if you ever want to come on again, you're always welcome, Brian.
No, whenever you want, I'll be available. It's
All
always a
right,
pleasure.
and if you do want to be a musical guest at some point, let us
as
know.
long as I'm prepared, for sure.
All right. All right. Thank you again.
Yes, thanks for having me, buddy.
Yep. See ya.
See you.
Well, that's going to do it for the first ever episode of Quarantine Talk with Ben Sasportas. I want to thank you guys for tuning in. If you like the show, be sure to tune in next week or the week after whenever I do another episode. Subscribe to my channel, Ben's Movie Den, to be the first to know when that is. Otherwise, guys, stay safe, stay inside, and make sure to wash your hands. Till next time, I'm Ben Sasportas saying, if you're going to pick a makeshift, bootleg talk show to trust, why not this one?